Hey Parkside, welcome to this week's encouragement video. Today is a unique day in really the life of our country as we look forward to the 250th anniversary coming up this weekend. And boy, I am so thankful for America. I am so thankful for the freedoms we have. I'm so thankful for those who have served in order for us to have these freedoms. And boy, what a gift of God we receive in this country. And we're so glad for all that the Lord has given to us. And, I was thinking the other day about my gratitude for America and also recognizing, it's hard to be thankful for things we don't know about. Let that sink in for a second. It's hard to be thankful for things we don't know about. And so one of the things I want to do is prompt more gratitude in our hearts for what the Lord has given us in this country. And one of the ways I've become more grateful for America is by learning more about it. And so I was on this midweek encouragement video, I want to take a different angle and recommend a couple of books to you that have helped me to learn about America and therefore grow in gratitude for this country and for our Lord. So a couple rapid fire books I've read, enjoyed over the years and grown in gratitude. This one, David McCullough's book, 1776. This most recent one, I just finished it a week or two ago, coming up for the 250th. It was one of my special reads. And I'd heard about it for years. It's a masterful work by a really good writer. But one of the things that happens in 1776, he shows how America winning the war for our own independence was highly unlikely. And it's not really written from like this triumphalist mindset, but paints a realistic picture. And I grew in gratitude from it. Next one is called When Character Was King. It's a biography of Ronald Reagan. This is my favorite Reagan biography. I've read several of them. It's written by one of his speechwriters. And so what that means is the language and the prose of the book is just excellent. And it's an absolutely delightful read. I think you would enjoy that. Another book that I've enjoyed is called The Demon of Unrest by Eric Larson. This is telling the story of how the Civil War got started, specifically the events leading up to the Battle at Fort Sumter, and it pulls on a lot of primary sources without reading like an academic book at all. And so I learned a lot about the events of the late 1850s leading up to the early 1860s from that I didn't know for sure. Previously I didn't know. I kind of lost my train of thought there, but I was strengthened by it. I think you would be as well. This next book is not nearly as cheery as the others. I want to warn you about it. It's by Timothy Egan. It's called A Fever in the Heartland. It's a dark book, so I would not recommend that one to kids or to teenagers. But it talks about how the Ku Klux Klan was advancing in America, even in Indiana, and some of the radical steps that were taken for it to be stopped. But when you see how wickedness went forward and multiplied in great ways, and yet in some way God was kind and gracious for it to be stopped, I came away with a picture of human darkness of heart, but also gratitude that it did stop and was ended by some courageous people decades back. All right, one more book I want to recommend to you. This one is far cheerier. This is probably the easiest read of all of them. It's by Ben Sass. It's called Them, subtitle, Why We Hate Each Other and How to Heal. And here, former Senator Sass casts a vision for how we can bring people back together to be unified again, how we build strong local communities, and how that can lead to a better vision of Brownsburg, of Hendricks County, of Indiana, and the whole United States. So Parks, I hope you enjoy your celebrations on the 4th. I hope you grow in gratitude for God and for our country. And perhaps one of those books helps you out. This Sunday, we're kicking off a new series. I'll be preaching from one single verse, John 5:39, and I'm looking forward to it. We also have our prayer meeting at 9 o'clock. I know Saturday could be a late night with the fireworks. I hope you'll prioritize praying with God's people. I understand you can pray anytime, anywhere. You don't have to be at the church building to pray. You don't have to be in the gymnasium to pray. But to be physically present makes a statement to say, we value prayer at this church. And I hope you'll make that statement with your presence this Sunday. We love you. Look forward to seeing you Sunday.